Hi, I'm CJ Altenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We appreciate you tuning in on this drizzly day. It's a little cool here in Colorado. Behind me is a used 2018 Platinum 24-foot gooseneck stock trailer. Now, we do take trade-ins here at Transwest. We do buy trailers. So we can look, if you're looking to upgrade into something, we can help you out there and trade in. Or if you have a trailer sitting around, you want to turn into some cash, we'll be happy to visit with you about where we'd buy that trailer at. So when we bring these used trailers in, we do a couple things to them. It's not just a wash and a safety check and that's that. No, we go through these trailers very thoroughly. I'm not a big fan of the fan like new because this is a used trailer. And when we bring in these used trailers, we put them in a reconditioning program. So very first thing we usually do is go ahead and we do a wash on it. We want to wash the inside and outside. On this, since it's more of a mill finished extrusion, we'll go ahead and acid wash this trailer. If it's a polished trailer, you don't use acid wash. It'll burn it. It'll actually give it kind of a smoky look to it, to where on those polished trailers, you want to use that citrus wash to brighten them up. But again, we'll go through, we'll wash them inside and outside, because then it gives us a better idea when we go to actually look at the trailer and start doing our repairs to it. Then what we want to do is we want to make sure it's got a matching set of tires on the ground, good tread, all within the same date code, and then of that date code on the sidewall be 5 years of age. The tire manufacturers recommend anything older than that needs a new set of tires. So we'll assess that as well. Then we go ahead and align every trailer. We've got an alignment machine here. We take a picture of when we put it on it and then when we're done with it as well. But they're no different in passenger vehicles. They can get knocked out of alignment. What we want is we want these trailers to run down the road straight. So we'll put a little toe into it to make them go down the road in a straight line and then account for that camber. But we understand that it's not a full load as it's sitting here today, so we account for that when we're adjusting that camber on it. But then we keep those files on hand as well because we want to see it. And then from there we go through the rest of the trailer. Everything safety is automatic. But you know, if a light needs to be changed, if something as far as a divider needs to be adjusted, something along the lines in that stall area or the trailer itself, we try to go ahead and get them in as best condition as we can for you to go enjoy the trailer when you go ahead and purchase it. But this is a really cool setup because what it is it's a 24-foot. As you can see, the side ramp is down. We'll get into that in a minute, but this is a great trailer for maybe farm and ranch use, but also going to town for a show. So if you're looking for that dual purpose, this trailer really works for that. Again, 24-foot on the floor, 8-foot wide. If we look underneath the gooseneck, you just have a manual crank jack underneath there. Spare tires located to the left. You also get an additional aluminum wheel. Some manufacturers will go ahead and put a steel wheel on as their spare. This one, they've got a matching set of aluminum wheels, you know, a full set of 5. One thing I want to point out before we wander off too far is this front lighted sign. So it is blank right now, so you could go in and do something to it. Maybe it's your brand, maybe it's a farm name, something like that can easily be done to this trailer. And then you've got your lighted sign on it. In a couple things, they've got the polished nose and then the black sheeting on the side of the gooseneck. Now when we're done kind of looking at the side ramp, I'll put it up because I want to show you that because it's polished as well. So just definitely unique from the standpoint of it was ordered this way by the original owner, but a good setup from the standpoint of having this ramp because boy, if you're showing off this trailer, it is so simple walking cabs on and off this ramp. Maybe you're actually going to use it as, you know, a front tack room. You know, you can wheel your equipment up by doing that. You know, you're not having to lift it up into the trailer itself. Coming into this first stall area. We've got the calf gate here at the front, holds down, you know, plenty of storage up in here into this neck. You know, with it being 8-foot wide, it definitely helps with potential for storage up here. This box up to the right is for our plexiglass. Now we're going to talk a little bit about that here in a few minutes, but when we do pull the plexiglass out, we can actually put it up in that box, store it up out of the way so nothing gets damaged. And again, it's kind of secure as far as that's concerned. Now over across from the ramp is an escape door, so you can hop in and out of this as well. They went ahead and put this rubber stripping kind of on each side and the top just to give it a little bit more of solid seal to it when you go ahead and shut the door itself. Now, this is what makes these type of trailers really unique and really popular in today's world. Is this trailer has 2 center cut gates, but these are traveling gates. So both these gates can move. So as you see, there's a top rail and a bottom rail, and then on each post there's an actual hole. So that's where it pins in. It pins in high and low. But now we can shift either one of these gates to any of those positions as far as the stall area is concerned. Both of them have the notch for the wheel well, so they can go clear to the back or they can come forward. But again, these traveling gates have become so popular, even on our new Cimarrons when we order them. Depending on the size of the trailer, we'll do 1, more than likely 2 traveling cut gates. Some customers want 3, even depending on, again, the size and what they're wanting to do. But you have complete flexibility on what you're doing here in the stall area, from adjusting these gates. Maybe you have a cow-calf pair you want to separate. Maybe you have some heifers, you're traveling with a bull, you want to keep them separate. You can do that. We can manipulate these stall sizes, and then also maybe use something as a tack room. So it's more of a dirty tack. If you're familiar with our videos and our inventory, we carry some Cimarrons with a dirty tack setup. Same concept, we're just using a gate as a wall in order to put our tack and then the calves in another location there. So again, we've got these traveling gates, they slide back and forth. The other thing too is you can use this rail to tie calves onto. Upper and lower, you've got that ability to tie calves kind of where you want them, or just kick them loose. So pretty standard in here. You do have some LED lights in here as well. You do have some exterior load lights on this trailer. You've actually got a load light directly above the ramp. That's a great location for it, because that's where you're going to be going in and out of this trailer itself. Now, I'm going to go ahead and shut this ramp, because again, it's polished on the nose that I showed you, and then the black on the side of the gooseneck, but then that polish sheet there on the ramp itself. Now, let's look at a couple different things out here. One of the very first things is a lower tie rail. So if you are actually tying calves off of this at night, you've got that ability to do that. And then we have 3 air gaps with plexiglass. Now, if you're out here on Saturday, if you listen to our videos and we talk about it, when you go to take the plexiglass out, I highly recommend a roll of painter's tape, masking tape, something along those lines that's not going to leave a real sticky residue on the plexiglass, and a Sharpie. And the reason why is I was out here for a half hour putting the upper air gap plexiglass in, and it literally took me about a half hour swapping pieces in and out, trying to get it to match, trying to get it to fit exactly how it should go. So if you want to save that headache and maybe some bad words, take that plexiglass, take out the upper passenger side, tape it together, and write that on there. Do the same for the middle, do the same for the lower, do the same for driver's side. So when you pull those out of that storage, you know exactly where all those pieces go. It'll save a lot of arguments and a lot of just hassle. So keep that in mind. 2 7,000-pound rubber torsion axles. Again, aluminum wheels on it. Got a good set of Goodyears underneath it. They added, a few extra marker lights to this as you look down the side of this trailer. So when it's lit up at nighttime, it really lights up well and really just shows off well. So we get to the back here, again, 8 foot wide. So we have this wider, just trailer in general. It's awesome for as calves get bigger. It gives them a little bit more stall space. Maybe they're not rubbing hocks. Maybe they're not rubbing tail heads on the stall side of the trailer on the back side. You have the slider in the rear gate. You also have another load light up top, another 16-inch LED light up there. There's a good look at just getting into this back with that big cam on the back. I like those. It's just a lot more secure than maybe some of the other rear latch types as far as holding the gate shut itself. And then this will give you another look. This is that rear slider gate. Again, they match. They have sliders in each of them. And then you also have the ability there to go ahead. It does have a threshold, so you are going to have to, you know, a couple different options. If you bed really deep in this trailer, it's going to make that threshold not as bad. That is one thing that we really like, our no thresholds. But again, you got to kind of build the gate a little bit different. Now, this guy will actually hinge open as well. You can actually pull pins to the left and then open it up, so it will work more as a swing gate itself. But now you've got that capability. You can kind of see how far it comes back. You know, you're about 6 foot off the back on this, as far as your kind of be able to shrink it down to your smallest rear stall here. And then again, it goes up to that ramp. But between there, you can move these gates about any way you want. You know, when we first started kind of ordering our show trailers years ago, you know, we would have one traveling gate with one fixed gate, but that is completely out the window. I mean, everybody wants those 2 traveling gates just because of, again, the flexibility that you get. So here's a good look at driver's side. Again, you've got those lower tie rails on this side of the trailer as well. Another load light. That one's kind of positioned more in the middle of the trailer. That way, again, if you are tying off this trailer or showing off the trailer, you've got that load light there to give you a little bit of light coverage. And then again, there's that escape door. So again, if you are using that front stall as a tack room, it's great because you can actually have your tack loaded with the ramp. And then if you need to hop in, you can just come this direction through this escape door. A little easier hopping in and out than having to actually drop the side ramp itself. But again, a really cool setup. We carried this similar setup in a Cimarron. That's our dirty tack. Again, we've got a couple of those on order. But again, this one went really fast. So if you are in the market for something like this, in used, definitely give us a call. The reason why is we can get your information, figure out exactly what you're looking for. So when we get a trailer like this coming in, we can call you and you can potentially go ahead and put your name on it and then not miss out on the trailer. I think when we actually got the deal put together and this trailer was coming in, we had it sold within an hour. That's how fast these type of setups can go. But I'm going to give you the stock number on it. Again, give us a call and we can help you out. Again, it's a 2018 Platinum, 24-foot stock, a show trailer setup on this one. Stock number 5U220340. So again, give us a call. We can visit with you about what we have on order with our Cimarrons, what you might be looking for if you're looking for something used. We can keep our eyes out for you. That number is 303-684-3400. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good day.